Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And I got to give a big shout out to my man Jacob, hailing from Crescent City, NorCal. He's actually working with my brother in Guyana. And when my brother told me he had one of his coworkers that was a fan of mine, it really surprised me. I didn't know my brother had any smart people around him, but apparently he does. Good looking out, Jacob. Now, I mentioned this turd in a suit. Mike Elliott, the mayor of Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. Oh, bummer. So he's the mayor of the city that Dante Wright was killed in. And he allowed some stupid shit to come out of that hole under his nose. So he was getting interviewed by Oprah's girlfriend, Gail. Girlfriend? I don't know. Anyway, he was being interviewed by her. And he said that one of the stupid things he said was, far too often in this country, young black men and women are pulled over and end up dead. Hold up, people. One thing we can trust, or the one thing we can trust most, are the numbers. And the numbers tell me that 500 white people are killed every year by the police. They also tell me that 250 black people are killed by the police. Now, forgive me and my petty little public school education, but that tells me that 250 is half of 500. So half as many black people are killed by the cops than white people. Now, apparently, according to this mayor and a whole bunch of other dummies, this is an epidemic. But if we're going by the numbers, 250 killed by cops, 7,000 killed by other black people. Which is the bigger problem? I've given this analogy before. You're standing in the middle of a long hallway. On one end of the hallway is a ravenous pit bull coming to tear flesh from your bones. On the other side is a 3-year-old little girl with a balloon and a lollipop saying, "I want to play." And you focus all your efforts on that 3-year-old. Never mind the foaming at the mouth beast that is coming to hurt you. That's what they're doing. So somebody is full of shit here. Because if 250 of us killed is an epidemic, then what the fuck is 7,000? Anyway, forget those pesky numbers. He also said that, and I don't know if it was in this interview, because I found this interview after what I'm about to tell you. Then this fucking dummy, who, by the way, looks like a 13-year-old Gary Coleman. He does not instill any confidence when he speaks. So this fool says that he doesn't think that officers necessarily need weapons during a traffic stop. And they also don't need weapons in situations that don't call for weapons. And he wrapped that up by saying there are other municipalities in the world whose police forces don't use guns. You mean like England? Hello, Governor, where you can get stabbed at the drop of a hat because they don't allow guns? Guess what, dummies? Guns aren't the only ways you can kill people. See, before the invention of the gun, war had been going on, murder had been going on for thousands of years. People, we got this killing thing down. Guns may make it faster, but that's not the only way to kill people. So police shouldn't have guns during traffic stops. Where was that video? In New Mexico, I think, or Arizona, something like that, where dude exits his vehicle with an AR-15 and shoots that officer on the side of the road? What about the female officer that had to empty her clip in some crazy-ass dude in his car who was pulling a gun on her? Think she might have needed a gun during that traffic stop? And situations that don't call for weapons? Every situation doesn't start out bad. Every call, a cop doesn't show up jumping out of his car with his weapon drawn. A lot of situations start out fine. They're talking calmly. We're handling the situation. Then something sets them off. And next thing you know, the cop's wrestling around on the ground trying to stop his gun having pulled from him and kill with his own fucking service weapon. So these situations you're talking about where you don't need weapons, sorry. There's no situation meter that the cop can use before he gets out of the cruiser. Let's see here. Let's punch in some info. Let's see. We got a domestic couple. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. You do not need a weapon at this call. Thanks. Thanks, computer. Fucking. How do you even let those words come out of your mouth? Let alone, how does an elected official let those words come out of his stupid, beady-eyed mouth? If anything, cops need more guns. Yes, I said it. Give the cops more guns. I want a cop on every corner with a big-ass rifle. What do they call those in the Army and the Marines? A SAW, the squad automatic weapon. Why not? I don't have a problem with the police because I don't commit crimes. The police don't have a problem with me because I don't commit crimes. Right now, I'm on my lunch break at work. Maybe a half mile from here is a police station. Let me see. No, I'm not sweating. Let's see. Nope, no elevated heart rate. So I don't give a damn what kind of weapons the cops have. I don't have a problem with them. Chances are they're not going to use it in an incorrect manner. Now, this lady, this officer, or the Officer Potter, who shot this kid, hey, accident of the year. It is very unfortunate for her that she shot somebody accidentally. It's unfortunate for that young man who lost his life. Now, whether or not it's unfortunate for his family left behind, that remains to be seen. Check my video from yesterday. But that situation, it's fucked up all the way around. She made a mistake. He made a mistake. His poor decisions put him on a collision course with her ineptitude. It put him on a collision course with this mistake. Had he not resisted, yeah, you would have gone to jail. But are you sticking guns in people's face and robbing them? That's what happens. You go to jail. Serve your time like a man. Get out and fix your damn life. But that was just stupid all the way around. He did dumb shit to get him a warrant, and he did dumb shit when the cops pulled him over. Case closed. It's not racially motivated. Like I said yesterday, and I just told you, this mayor is a Liberian refugee. He is toward the bottom of the color chart. So you mean to tell me he's going to have a police department with racism just running rampant? I think not. So it's not racially motivated. It's two dummies that collided. Unfortunate. But for this dumbass to sit up there and say he doesn't think cops need weapons during traffic stops, man, you are stupid as hell. When the cops pull somebody over, they are approaching the vehicle. They don't know what you got going on in there. They don't know your mindset. They are at a disadvantage. They're walking up to you. They don't know what they're getting into. And they don't need a weapon. Why? Because of a mistake that one officer made? You go right ahead and take those cops' guns away. And then watch each and every one of those cops quit. And then you will have a city with no police. You have just what you wanted. Defund the police. Here you go. Because no officer is going to come to that city to fill those positions, knowing they can't have a gun. Now, why do the cops need a gun? Why do they need that fucking Batman utility belt with the pepper spray and the taser and the handcuffs and the gun and the nightstick? Are there those ASP things? The ones where they go like that and they extend. Why do they need all that shit? Because bad guys have guns. Crazy people have guns. The police are never called because you just baked a pie and you want them to have a slice to say thank you. Cops are never called for that. We have a suspect with a gun. He's beating me. He stabbed me. She's crazy. It's never for anything good. So you damn right they need those guns and tasers and nightsticks and handcuffs. Would you want to be a cop with no gun? In one of these fucking war-torn cities in the Midwest? How the hell did Chicago or LA, New York, how did they get the bad rap back in the day? The Midwest is all fucked up. Chicago, Minnesota, what the hell? I wouldn't be a damn cop in either one of those places without a gun. I don't know, maybe you could take a trip over to jolly old England and see how they do it. That's them. We don't live there. We don't live in all these other municipalities where the police don't have no damn guns. We live in America where everybody damn near has guns. So the cops need them too, you idiot. Did they do that shit in your country, in your home country of Liberia? They had guns, didn't they? That's why your ass is over here. Because the wrong people had guns. You dumbass. That's what got you over here in the first place. When everything was all roses and sun there in Liberia, you just decided, you know what? I've done this Liberian thing. Let me go see what America's talking about. No, your country is war-torn, poor, and fucked up. That's why you're here. Guns sent you here. So this safe space, you're going to take the guns away from the people who are paid to protect you? Shut your Gary Coleman looking mouth. Boy, I feel sorry for the people of Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. Because apparently you have a childlike idiot running your city, firing anybody at the first sign of them having some common sense. He fired the city manager because they said they had the nerve to say the words due process. Do what? You better do it somewhere else. Can't have talk of due process now with the Wokians bearing down on our city. We must appease these monsters. We must sacrifice somebody at the altar of the Wokians. You're next, city manager, police chief. And don't worry, Mayor, that's the thing about this woke monster. Eventually, it will eat you too. It will eat the ones, though, who are trying to obey its crazy-ass rules the most. And that's the side you want to be on? Fuck that. I'll stay right over here. So let me get into the rest of my state-mandated meal period. The only good thing California's giving me. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone, link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.